Hello, this is Dan Fashionbauer, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create categories and subcategories for your GrooveKart store and then update the main navigation bar on your store to include those categories and subcategories. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so I'm already logged into my Groove back office here. And I'll come up over here on the left hand side and click on apps, and then I'll scroll down here and click on GrooveKart. Now that loads up the GrooveKart application, and I have two stores here. This is just the junk test area. Here's the one I'm building out right now called 547 Gifts. So I can view the store, or I can go into the back office and edit it. So I'm going to go here, click on these three dots, and click on back office. I want to create a product category. So I'll come up here and click on products, click on categories, and I currently have 6 categories. I'm going to create a new category. So I'll click on add new category, and I'm going to call this stainless pendants. Now I want this to be my home category, which gets listed across the top bar of my website. So I'm going to leave the parent category as home. So I won't put anything in here. I'll leave this blank. And then I'll come down here to the description, and I'll put in a description for my category. And you can spice this up by adding bold, italicize, underline, change the colors of the different text, change fonts. I'm just going to leave this as is right now, and then I'll come down here and I can upload a category cover image. So I'll click on upload, and I've already created an image for this, so I will select that image and click on open. And then for a meta title, you'll notice here you have 70 characters. I'm just going to put in something like this, stainless pendants dash, and then the URL of my website. Now this is the GrooveKart URL. If I get a custom domain and link it into my GrooveKart store, I would put in my custom domain here. And then for the meta description, I get 160 characters, and I'll just put something like that in here, which describes what is going to be in this category. And then you have a user-friendly URL. This will be placed at the end of your URL. So stainless-pendants is fine. Then I'll just click on save. And then that shows up at the bottom of the list down here, stainless pendants. So now what I want to do is create subcategories under stainless pendants. So the process is very similar to creating the main category. So we'll come up here and click on add new category, and I'll give that subcategory a name. So here's the big difference whether you're creating a main category or a subcategory. The main category should be placed under home. The subcategory should be placed under the main category. For a search here, put in your main category name, and then you'll see here it says home and directed to stainless pendants, which is my main category. So I'll select that, and then my parent category changes from home to category that I just created. So now this subcategory name here is going to be created under this category. All right, we'll scroll down, and again, you can put a description here. I'm just going to put something in here for a filler. You can upload a subcategory cover image. I'm not going to do that right now. And I'm not going to spend much time here on the meta title for right now. And I'll just put the same thing in for the meta description just to get through this quickly. And then you'll see here that the friendly URL is stainless-circle-pendant-bangle. It got that URL from the name up here. Now you could change this if you wanted to. I'm going to leave it as that, and I'll click on save. And then that brings you right into the subdirectory area, and you'll see the stainless circle pendant bangle. I've already created categories and subcategories in the database. So if I come up here, click on products, categories, I'll see all the categories here that I have. And if I want to see the subcategories within each of these main categories, I can come over here and let's say apparel, and I can use the pull down, click on view, and then that lets me view the subcategories of the main category called apparel. All right, so the main categories and main subcategories have already been added into the database of my store, but they have not been added to the main navigation bar of my store, so they don't show up on my store yet. So if I come in here and click on the builder, I'm going to click off of this. All right. So you'll see here that this is all the default navigation bar stuff. It's got home, best deals, contact us, and guest tracking. Now I want to add in my categories and subcategories. So I'll come over here and click on pages, and then I'll make sure that I have the navigation tab selected. And then these items here match what's going on across the top here. So I'm just going to add in one category and subcategory to show you how to do this. So again, make sure you're in the navigation tab. Click on the plus to add a navigation item. And as soon as I did that, it popped in new menu down here, and it also added it over here as new menu. But I don't want it to be called new menu. So I'm going to click on these three dots here, click on edit menu, and then double click inside the label here, and I'm going to paste in my label name. I'm going to call it apparel. Now you can have the page open in the same window or a new window. I'm going to leave it as the same window. And then you need to select a link type. So I'll use the pull down here, and I'm going to select category. Then click on this plus button here, and then that brings up all the categories that I pre-saved into my store. So I can just select apparel and then click on the checkbox here to save it. And now it updated here as apparel, and it updated here as apparel. All right, so now let's add in a subcategory or a pull down menu that will get displayed from this main apparel category. So we'll click on the plus, and you'll notice here it added in new menu and new menu. Now we don't want that to show up on our main menu. We want it to be a pull down underneath the main menu called apparel. So I'm going to click on this 6-pack here and slide it to the right and let go. And when I do that, that automatically creates a pull down menu for me. So now I can come in and I can edit that. So click on these three dots here to bring up the edit menu and click on edit menu. Select this, paste in here what you want to call that subcategory or sub menu. I want to open it up in the same window, and I need to select a link type. My link type is going to be category. Then click on the plus here, and that will bring up all of my main categories. So select the category that you want to add this subcategory to, and then hit the plus to expand it, and then select the name of the subcategory. And then this name here should really match the label that you put in here. It would make more sense. And then click on the check mark here to save it. And then it got added right here. And you'll notice you'll see a little pull down arrow under apparel. All right, so let's add one more. Let's click on plus. Again, grab the 6-pack here, slide it to the right because we want this to be part of the pull down subcategory. Click on the three dots here, click on edit menu. I'll call this one bibs. I'm going to open up in the same window. My link type is going to be category. So I'll select the plus here to expand that out. I'm going to select the apparel main category. Click the plus sign to display the subcategories. Click on bibs and then click on the check mark to save it. And now we have a bibs subcategory. I'll go through and add several more pull-down subcategories under apparel, but I won't waste your time watching me do that. I'll just go ahead and do it, then I'll show you my results. Alright, so I've added in several subcategories, and I'm going to show you how I did the last one again because it kind of goes off the screen a little bit here, and some of the items are hard to find. If you come up here and click on plus, exit out of that, you got to scroll your mouse down to find the newly added menu, and then click on the 6-pack, drag it to the right, click on the X here again, click on the 3 dots, and again you got to use your mouse to scroll down to find the edit menu. Click on the edit menu, paste in the name that you want for that label. Again, I'm going to leave it in the same window. I'm going to change the link type to be category. Select the plus to expand the categories. Click and select the main category, and then click the plus to expand that category to see the subcategories. And then scroll down and I'll pick the subcategory that I want and click the check mark to save it. It says menu updated successfully. Click the X here. So again, I've got the home, best deals, contact us, best tracking, apparel. So apparel is the one I added here, and you see the down arrow, which means that there is submenus, and then I added in all these submenus by just indenting them to the right. So once you're done adding those categories and subcategories, just click on the X here. Now if I go to my main page here at 547gifts.groovekart.com. If I open up a new tab and paste that in there, I'll now see my apparel category, and if I hover over that, you'll see all of my pull-down items. Now I don't have any items in any of these subcategories, but this shows you that the procedure I went through did create a category on your main navigation bar of your store, and it created a pull-down menu of your subcategories. So that's how you would create categories and subcategories in your database for your GrooveKart store, and then add a category and a pull-down subcategory menu list to your main navigation bar of your GrooveKart store. Alright, so if you want your own Groove account for creating free GrooveKart stores, just go to groovewithdan.com and you can sign up for a free GrooveFunnels account, which includes 20 powerful apps. You get Groove Pages, Groove Sell, Groove Affiliate, Groove Mail, Groove Member, Groove Video, GrooveKart, which is what we were just talking about, which can replace a Shopify store. There's Groove Automations, Groove Proof, Groove Blog, Groove Desk, Groove Calendar, Groove Webinars, Groove Webinars Automated, Groove Streaming, Groove Survey, Groove Quiz, Groove Funnel Mapping, Groove Pipe CRM, Groove SDK. Now you can get all these tools free today by signing up for GrooveFunnels here. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.